let's start off with this Rutgers stuff. This is really, really cool. We were going to try to get in conversation a union grad worker from Alabama with one of the striking workers from Rutgers, but it wasn't. We weren't able to make the get the schedules to mesh. But I think we're going to be able to do it for the next show. However, we do that, maybe probably pre-taping it. So be looking forward to that next weekend. But we do want to go ahead and bring you this news, and that is that after a 5-day strike, I believe it was, that included pictures of frat boys, frat bros supporting the strike. It is now, it has been called off. They're returning to work on Monday after a tentative agreement that they're going to continue ironing out some of the details. So they called it a, quote, tentative framework. They're going to go ahead and go back to work on Monday while they iron out the final details. But it includes a 48% pay increase for adjunct faculty by 2025, a 33% increase for TAs and GAs, and a $40,000 salary for them in 2025. Presumptively renewable contracts, job security for adjunct faculty, and protection against caste discrimination. This is from Rebecca Given, president of one of the unions that were involved in the strike. The strike involved, I think, 3 unions at Rutgers. Also involved in the strike, the construction workers unions refused to cross the picket lines and did not continue working on construction projects while the strike was going on. So really, really cool stuff. And we've got a couple of videos here to show you the energy that was present during some of these strike demonstrations. Let's play the first one, Adam. Pretty cool. And if you're just listening to the audio, I think the audio enough is you know, really cool to listen to, but the visuals are amazing too. I mean, hundreds of people, you know, coming together, just super happy. You know, you can tell they're like gearing up to win. And that energy is the same in the second clip. Let's go ahead and play that.
Gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna.
Yeah. So I really love it. Absolutely love it. That was really cool. I enjoyed seeing those on Twitter.
Yeah, and solidarity to the Rutgers workers, and, you know, shout out for fighting this courageous fight. I know the administration has been less than pleasant to deal with. I think that's putting it mildly, but, you know, y'all have been persevering, and it looks like it's going to pay off. So
I would say so. Nearly a 50% wage increase in 1 year.
Yeah, and, you know, I think it's important that this wave of organizing continue to spread from campus to campus across the country. There's so many folks in academia that are working at poverty wages who are struggling to make ends meet. You know, these are folks that are doing important work and are working with students, or people who are students who are trying to better themselves in their communities. You know, it's time to treat these folks right, and you know, let's hope that what happened at Rutgers can continue to spread.
Absolutely. And that's one of the, somebody else mentioned this on Twitter, and I can't remember who it was, but that probably just the direct impacts of the strike are huge, for these people immediately, these huge raises and job security. That's really, really big. But also, for most of these people, these graduate workers, this is temporary employment. They're not going to be here but for another 2 or 3 or 4, maybe 5 years. And then they're going to go out into other workplaces having known the value that unions bring. That being a part of a union is so important, and you can win, and they have that knowledge going out, and so each one of these people are hopefully going to be seeds in all the other workplaces that they go to throughout their
spreading the good news.
So,
and I think that's really cool to see folks experiencing the power of solidarity. And I think that translates. I think it won't just stay at Rutgers. Those folks will circulate throughout the country, and they're going to bring that experience and that feeling that they had. They're going to bring that with them, and who knows where that'll lead. But it's exciting, and it's great to see some victories.
Right.
It's easy to get dispirited sometimes in our movement because we are facing so much, and the task in front of us is so monumental. But there we go. Great job by Rutgers faculty and staff fighting the good fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Vex the Cat in the chat says, if you cross the picket line, that's a party foul.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Commenting on the Rutgers strike, Alex in the chat says, in the mid-2010s, I tried to live in Boston as a grad student. The stipend they paid me covered half my rent and basic groceries and expenses. Very little was left. I didn't know you were supposed to be independently wealthy.
Right. And
that's one of the problems, right? That's one of the issues, is that for so many of these positions in the upper crust of society, you have to have been independently wealthy,
right. And that's the way, class hierarchy repeats itself, and that's the way these institutions kind of gatekeep out working class people. And, that's why these labor struggles in university campuses is so important, right? Because these are workers involved. I know it's not maybe the traditional terrain of a labor struggle, right? It's not a factory floor, but there are workers involved, and the more these workers can get paid a living wage, the more they can have benefits that are actually respectable and can make a living and a decent living doing this. That's what's important. So we can have diversity in these institutions as well. Because it shouldn't be just the independently wealthy. It shouldn't be folks who are coming from well-off families to, that shouldn't be a requirement to pursue your dreams.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.